Hey, it's Alicia from BombBomb. We are at Rehumanize doing some interviews, and I'm here with Jesse Peters. Thank you so much for being here today. So, obviously, you are a big BombBomb user. We see your videos. We know how much you love BombBomb. But how did you discover this kind of video?
Good question. You know, it was always something where I was listening to a voice in my head, and we all know those voices are like that can get you thinking outside the box, right? It was, wouldn't it be great to be able to do a video via email, right? Like, this was like 5 or 6 years ago, and that was like, I just made a video to put on my website, like, welcome to the page, on an iPad with a script and
Totally
crappy sound, but like no one was doing it, so it was like that greetings, and it was like, okay, what next? What could be done for email? And so a Google search, a video email, and then I came across Ethan Butte's face. And I was like, oh, so I dived down the rabbit hole there. And there wasn't really many options that, there was no options.
Yeah.
And so I started checking out Ethan and kind of following a little of his blog posts and seeing, oh, this BombBomb, what a weird name, but they do video, email, and so that's what it was. Start with the free trial, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they were easy to walk you through right off the get-go, and like, yeah, this is what I look for, this is what I need, and so yeah, it was kind of, that's how I got through a Google search.
That's
and
amazing.
And the kindness that came from Ethan Butte, like he was I was a fanboy early on, before even knowing everyone else here at BombBomb. Yeah. Ethan was the face of BombBomb for me.
There is a lot of people here at this conference that Ethan was, like Andy Alger was saying that he got a personal video from Ethan. Yep. And he was like, what?
Yep. I drove down to Minneapolis for a Remax conference. And who was speaking there? Oh, Steve Passanelli was speaking there. Not with BombBomb at the time. Tom Ferry was speaking there, who I didn't really know at the time. I like coaching. And Ethan was going to be there doing a session, and I was driving down to go meet Ethan. Nice. Had no clue, but that was like, of all the places, who did I want to connect with and say hi with? It was Ethan standing at the booth.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So what were the first videos you started sending out when you first started this?
It would have been, hi, I'm Jesse. Thanks for your interest in 123 Main Street. Yeah. Here's a face of the name. I don't like typing.
Yeah.
So, let's chat. And you could hit reply with the video, or you could see what's going on, right? It was all through the BombBomb site doing the quick send email.
Yeah. So for so many of our customers, they saw us at like a conference, or they saw Steve speaking, and then they heard, oh, I have to do video, and then they so it's a different, like they were kind of drug into video. Sure. Where you went searching for it.
Yes.
So did you still have some hurdles to get over, even though you were searching for it? Okay, so what kind of hurdles did you have to get over?
Oh, that's really what I sound like. You know when you like got your first tape recorder that could record, and you're singing into it, and you're like, no, that's not what I sound like. Try to change your voice. Like you got your radio message, you're like, no, that's what you sound like. So kind of nasally, kind of like a little bit of that. That was always something like, there was that, and then I think just kind of being comfortable with it not rolling off perfectly the first time. I re-record. The first time I put that video on my webpage, it took me 3.5 hours to read a script in front without umming and ahhing and pausing. Yeah. And so the same kind of thing was like, how many times am I doing this to say, hey, here's who I am, here's what's going on, and just being comfortable rattling off like a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that was probably the challenge early on, like just feeling comfortable to treat this like a conversation and not like a scripted commercial, right? I knew what I looked like, I knew what's going on, so I was always fine with that. It's no problem. But those would have been the early on the challenges, I think, mentally that I would deal with.
Yeah, and I do think early on that the scripted piece is something that people want so much. I'm sure you get this in sessions. I'm sure people are like, can I have your scripts, or do you have scripts for me? And on one hand, you want to give them some verbiage and help them get started, but at the other time, it's like, don't say my words.
Well, that's exactly it.
Say your words.
Exactly.
Why do you want my words? I don't know this person that you're calling or sending a video to.
Alicia, scripts drive me bonkers, right?
Yeah.
Scripts are for telemarketers, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like that's really
it
what it
is.
is. And what I try to do and try to encourage other people to do is find the points that you're excited with, right? And connect the dots. Sometimes that line isn't a straight arrow to get here. Sometimes it's looped through. Just know where the next dot is that you got to connect. And then when you do the full circle, you kind of do a little summary there, right? But yeah, hey, you know, even with prompt, right? Here's what you say. Here's how you say it. Put your own little spin to it. But I always roll with the connect the dot in my head. What are the points? Just connect the dots through conversation.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same thing when you are prepping for an interview or if you're going on stage. I'm never going to memorize everything that I want to say, but if you have those points, then you can talk around it.
And I think society can now like detect what's like rehearsed, scripted.
Of course.
Like save it for the movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So you do obviously the listing videos, which are amazing on Instagram and Facebook. That's where a lot of people see you.
Yeah.
What they don't see is that you are doing BombBomb videos on a regular basis, because you're doing those to people. So what are the top 3 videos that you're like, if you are a real estate agent, these are the videos that you should be sending?
Top 3 videos that you should be sending if you're a real estate agent. Number 1 is someone reaches out to say, hey, I'm interested, or you've been recommended by a friend.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
They kind of have a connection, like a third degree of separation connection, but not directly with you.
First
introduction with a video. Hey, this is me. Here's what's going on. Just put the kids to bed, or like something that's relatable that they can do. Super excited to help you out. Just so you know, when we connect, we're not trying to hunt each other down. This is what I look like. You come find me, right? But then they can see some sincerity, right? Like that's really, really important. And I feel it just breaks down the barrier a little bit more and heightens that connection already, right? And usually those responses right off the hop are like, oh, wow, that was incredible, right? So imagine that response built in with your business. Like, there's that surprise and delight moment. That's a surprise and delight. That's something memorable. Okay, let's see what else they bring. Okay, now let's get down to it, right? So the introduction, we'll call it warm leads, cold leads, right?
Absolutely.
And in some realtors' businesses, like a lot of those come through lead gen systems. Like imagine if you took the time and replied with a video. Huge opportunity there. Number 2 would be realtor to realtor. And we brought this up yesterday.
Yeah, I love this.
Really start to wrap my brain around it in terms of we have all our listings, right? It depends on your system. You can reverse prospect, say, hey, your clients expressed interest here by hitting the heart button or the light bulb button. That's kind of how our system is. Just thought I'd let you know. Let's see what we can make happen. So what I do is I put a little text and then I embed the video. Hey, John, what's going on? It's Jess. Haven't seen you in a while, so here's what's up. Or we've actually never met in person. I figure this is an easy way just to connect, right? And sometimes I'm not even saying why I'm doing the video, just like, hey, your clients really express it, right? Here's what's up. The video works because you can build a connection, but I can also see when they open the email. Tracking, right? So that's the number 2, right? And then the number 3 is the utilizing the quick send, whether it's through BombBomb and iMessage, right? Which I use a lot, in your inbox or through the app to upload the video or create the video and then send it through social sharing, right? Whether it's Messenger or whether it is WhatsApp or however you want to do it. But like birthday moments or just thinking of you and I'm going to share that a bit more tomorrow, but like those little moments pop in your head, like Facebook reminds us when birthdays are. Your calendar reminds you when possession date is. Or, hey, was just driving by, haven't seen you in a while, hope you're doing well. So like those one-to-one, simple, special moments. And all of those, all 3 of those align with something that I've always kind of had through my previous careers is surprise and delight moments. Surprise and delight someone who's been recommended to you, surprise and delight amongst your industry,
Yeah.
surprise and delight amongst friends, clients, whatever. It doesn't have to be that you don't have to send simple one-to-ones to past clients.
Yeah.
How about just your friend?
Yeah,
How about
absolutely.
your auntie? How about
Yeah.
your grandma? How about whatever, right? Like we FaceTime call people. Why can't we,
Just send them a video.
keep running with that
Yes.
and do more of it, right? So surprise and delight.
Well, it's the you are completely bought into this idea of rehumanizing
100%.
and that human is better, and it's so
I've been
great.
crying. How many times at this conference here
It's
of like,
beautiful.
it's spot on. That's
Yeah.
what my soul feels.
Yes,
I
yes.
get it. And I've
Yeah.
been doing this for 6-7 years now.
Yeah.
Like, there it is. Not finally, but it's represented so well.
Yeah.
And being in this space where this movement is happening, right? So that we can collectively raise the bar together and continue to rehumanize the industry,
Yeah.
rehumanize our communities, rehumanize our relationships, and so on and so
Yeah.
forth, right?
I do. I think that it's so much bigger than, yes, this benefits your business, which is why I wanted to like thank you guys yesterday, because I really do. I see the way it changes the people that are doing it. I see the way it changes the people who are receiving the videos. I send a ton of one-to-one videos. I send a ton of one-to-one videos. I still get excited when someone sends me a video back because I feel that connection with them. I'm like, oh, I know what they look like now.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And I think too, when you begin to do this consistently, whether people are seeing it in the real estate industry or whether they're seeing it with clients or one-to-one, the more they see it, the more they get comfortable them doing it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then they start sending it back to you, or then they start, it's like, if he can do it, I can do it. If we can do it. And by consistently we all doing this, then more and more and more trickles down. Right?
Yeah.
So.
This might put you on the spot if you can't think of it, but did you have an aha moment with simple video?
I think it was probably like one of the first times where being a newer agent, right, with not years of experience, right, and someone coming, say, from the military. I've moved 5 or 6 times, right? This is my 3rd time back in Winnipeg. Why was I getting this, right? Someone recommended. Why were they not using the same person that they'd used twice already, right? And then being like, all right, just kind of going through the routine, reply, here's what's up, here's what's going on via video, right? And there's still this level of excitement when people reach out to you, be like, wow, someone recommended me. There's a level of trust, there's a level of duty to deliver kind of what we're all about, right? And then them to reply back within minutes, because I'm on the couch sending it to them, because this stuff comes in at night. I'm on the couch sending it to see it. I know they're probably sitting on a couch doing the same thing, and it missed me like, I will never search for someone else when we keep coming back to Winnipeg, and anyone who comes back here, because how I relate is thank you so much for reaching out to help you with this journey from one chapter to the next. Right? And to be able to deliver that with eye contact, knowing that they're on the other side, right? It's different. And that's how my mind is built. I'm just here to help facilitate chapter changes. Right? And video, like simple video, was able to capture that, relay that, and the response came just like spirit energy level was going through tech. Right? I mean, like, I have no other reason not to use that. And that response is just kind of like, okay, that fills this cup. This is why I do this, right? And then that gets shared. And just those little things. Yeah. If there was a single aha moment, I don't know. But it continues to happen, that reminder of aha back, like through the responses or the connection, or being able to deliver the good, the bad, and the ugly. And people appreciate it either way. It cuts through the BS. No tone gets misinterpreted.
For someone who is friendly and sincere and really wants to help people, video is a massive win, because you can never differentiate yourself as black text on a white screen 100%. As who you actually are. Someone who
there's no emojis that will capture this to its fullest.
Of course not.
But there's a place for emoji talk. But you are right. There isn't.
There's no way that anyone could ever sense the kind of human and the sincerity that you come with without being able to send a video. So
and that's what we try to encourage others. And I say this to my wife too. I'm like, do you think that was the tone in the text? Do you think that was their actual, like, look at how many different ways tone could be misinterpreted, right? and how many different reactions that causes.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Mentally, like, how about we just send it with the video?
Yes. Yeah.
Like an actual human conversation, which you do if you were in person.
Yep. Yep.
Right? And kind of, then it eliminates the guessing game.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, yeah, they're straight to the point, or I got it. There's less misinterpretation.
Yeah. Well, it's that whole, I think Ethan or Steve was one of the first ones that started talking about when you remove the messenger from the message, what are you left with? You're left with endless possibilities for them to infer whatever they want.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And how many times do we get fired up about that?
Yeah.
I still do it. I still send block about it. Look, what the hell? Oh, that's not actually what you meant. Yeah. And sometimes it's too, even like in the middle of life, and you show those examples, sending a video, say hi in that moment, your kid jumps in, right? Like, hey, you can see life a little crazy. Let's contact when the brain's a little more clear.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then that's relatable.
Yep. Nothing has ever changed about sales. Now with all that tech, it still comes back to the idea that, deals were done on the golf course. Well, it's because it's the relationship piece. It's the I know you, I like you. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got kids, I got kids. We understand each other.
Well, we're seeing it at this conference here. How many of us are meeting in person for the first time, but we've connected so many times through video or watching each other in video? Yep. How many hugs have we given out to strangers?
Yes.
You know what I mean? It enhances
exactly.
the trust on a different level, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with our clients and with our community. I feel like I know you. I feel like I know you. I'm here. I didn't create a magic formula. It's nothing, right? It's just rehumanizing.
Yeah.
But wrapping your brain around embracing tech that allows for that.
Yes. Yep. Exactly. It's not tech that's replacing human contact.
No.
It's tech that's allowing you to be more human.
Correct.
It's
And if video could go in newspapers, it would be there. But it's on social platforms. Those
Yeah.
are the new newspapers. That's the new commercials. That's the new TV shows.
Yeah.
Right? So it's how you can get lost in that, but it's how you're delivering your messages within that. So to the haters of social, to the haters of it, right? Like, no, let's rework the brain around it.
Yeah.
Some are like, oh, I don't need social. Well, but that's where a lot of the news is.
People are.
Correct.
Yeah.
And how do you curate it? Because you have that opportunity now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Awesome. All right. Last question. What is your favorite BombBomb feature?
Yeah, I got two.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take two.
My favorite BombBomb. Okay, first one. Well, I love the simple video in terms of how quickly and easy it can do, right? Like that's a go-to. Hidden secret would be the forms. Form creation. I love them. I embed them on my site. I put them up after I do my talks. Hey, if you want to know more, I get the URL, then I vanity link it. And if you want the video on how I edit, boom, here it is. Contact list. If you want to book seller's appointment, market evaluations, right? I really think there could be like people wrap their brains around the opportunities rather than getting another company to create a landing page. Like you can do that all here. So that would be that, but I think my favorite feature of BombBomb would be the people here.
Oh.
I know, but like legit, like
I feel the same way though.
right?
I do.
Like it's crazy, and I go to headquarters often, and I feel like if I wasn't in real estate, I'd be working with BombBomb. I'd be working for BombBomb.
If you weren't in real estate,
Correct.
you would be working for BombBomb.
Correct.
I'd make it happen.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so
Thank you so much. This is great.
Yeah.
This is great. Stay social, my friends.
Thanks for tuning into the BombCast today. Head to bombbomb.com/bombcast to access past episodes, get info on future episodes, and subscribe to our BombCast newsletter.